Oh man. Um, don't know what the hell to say about that one. But hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host Hisham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So the Raptors played the Philadelphia 76ers in game three of the series today at home in Toronto. And thrilling game. Gotta give it to the game. It was damn good to watch. Almost gave me a heart attack. And so, without further ado, let's talk Raptors versus the Sixers, Game Three. The Raptors come out guns blazing, man. We were playing this whole game actually. I wouldn't say just the first two quarters, three quarters, whatever. The Raptors played their heart out. Both on the offense, on the defense. Gary Trent Jr. was finally looking good. He was feeling healthy. He had it going from the 3 point line, getting to his spots. Precious Achua was playing with full energy, shooting 3 pointers, dunking, rebounding, doing everything he could possibly do. OG Ananobi, man, this guy is an assassin. He was damn good. Every time we needed a bucket, this guy went and got it. Same thing with Gary Trent Jr. Like those two guys carried us. Um, but the Raptors built up, I think it was the mid second quarter, the Raptors built up a 17-point lead. And then, I don't know what exactly happened. It didn't seem like we played less of an energy. I guess Doc Rivers made some adjustments, and the refs started. The Raptors started to um, let the lead go. We went in our lulls. It became a little bit more of an ISO ball, whereas in the start we were playing, sharing the ball. Everybody was getting a touch. Guys who were going were the ones that were being fed, and it just went away from there. Um, and they kept cutting it close. We would, I think they tied it. They got it to like 2 points. We push it up to 6 points, bring it down to 2 points. We push it up to 4 points. And in this fourth quarter, basically they tied the game. And the Raptors. I think OG had the chance in was it in no Precious Achua. 2 point tie game. Precious Achua gets fouled with I think 2 seconds left on the clock, and he had a chance to put us up by 2 points, and he misses both the free throws. The rook. Um, and the 76ers come to the other side. They try to get a bucket. Embiid gets the shot off, but he misses it. Tobias Harris gets the rebound. There's a tussle. He puts it up. He misses. Freddie gets it. And I think out of this whole game, I think the game was called fairly. It was a better freaking job today. There were fouls that were called that were proper. There were fouls, that shouldn't have been called, but that was equal for both teams. So that's why the game was so competitive and so good. Um, but Nick Nurse is trying to call a timeout. With I think there was like 1 second left on the clock, which would have given us his last shot with the game tied. And he just the refs don't see him. So that's where the refs blew it, in my opinion. But then we go to overtime. Tyrese Maxey gets a 2 point shot. The Raptors, OG gets us a 2 point shot. Gary Trent gets us to choose exchanging buckets with each other. And eventually, the Raptors are tied. And there's about, I think it's like 2 seconds left on the clock. And, we trap um, Joel Embiid at half court with like point 9 second left on the clock. And this is again where I don't know why the hell some of these coaches are allowed to do this. Doc River leaves his coach's box, comes to our side, gets the ref's attention, which Nick Nurse could have done in regulation, and calls a timeout. Gets the timeout with points 9 seconds left. If he wasn't allowed to do that, we would have had possession of that ball with 2 seconds on the clock, game tied with us having to take the final shot. But as luck would have it, the ball goes to Joel Embiid, and I hate the guy. I don't like him. He's a freaking. He thinks he's all that. And honestly, if he just had Marc Gasol here, he would have been shitting himself. But it is what it is. He nails the 3 point shot from the corner with about zero point 0.7 second left on the clock. The Raptors get it. It's zero point 0.7 seconds, man. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. So the Raptors lose this game on a buzzer beater in a sense, and we're down 3-0. Now, as a Raptors fan, am I disappointed? Yes, without a doubt. Do I believe the Sixers deserve to win? I think they played their heart out, and I think this game, the Raptors are the ones that let it slip. But you expect that from young teams. So my first key takeaway is I gotta give respect to the Sixers. I still don't like them. I freaking hate them. I hate their superstar, but they're playing like a good team, and they just have more weapons right now. With our Scotty Barnes guard left, Thaddeus Young being having basically being 50%. Gary Trent Jr. just coming off a sickness, even though he played his heart out today, and they got what they got. They did what they had to do, which was win one on the road and basically put the series in their favor. Um, so got to give them credit. That's my first key takeaway. When you play sports, you got to admit when the other team just outplays you. So they did that today. The second key takeaway, guys, I know the Raptors slipped up today. The game could have been won by us, especially with those two free throws. I know people are going to rag on Siakam, Freddie VanVleet for not showing up, this and that. But there's only so many possessions that can go around. And I think Pascal did a lot of things on the defensive end. So did what's his name, Freddie VanVleet. Taking care of Maxi as much as he possibly could. And basically, I'm very, very encouraged uh, with the Raptors, young guys. They hung in there, man. They played their heart out. I think each of them played more than 50, I mean 40, 48, 49 minutes. And in that whole game, you were thinking, oh man, we're too young for this. We're gonna lose this game. We're gonna no. They kept pushing. They kept pushing. They kept pushing, and they kept, making sure we give ourselves a chance to win, even though we were leading and we let it get away. But I'm encouraged, man. OG Anunoby is looking like an assassin. So is Gary Trent Jr. And in the start of the series, I said it. The only disadvantage we have is we don't have a big body to be able to take care of Joel Embiid all the time, and that's leading to people like Tyrese Maxey looking like a star, Gorgie G Yang looking like a damn star, and Danny Green, who didn't do shit for us in the 2019 playoffs. I'm not talking about the season, playoffs. He's looking like he can nail a three-pointer every day, every time he gets the ball. So, am I discouraged? Am I disappointed? Yes. Am I discouraged? Hell no. I still believe this team can win four in a row. Yes, I'm delusional. People are going to say you're an idiot. But as a fan, I'm not gonna let that get to me, man. I can, Doc River has a history of blowing freaking 3-1 leads. So maybe he needs to take a step up and blow a 3-0 lead. But the Raptors shouldn't be discouraged, man. These guys are playing their heart out. They're doing everything they possibly can. The third key takeaway I have, guys, is I think I was wrong. I think Nick Nurse has not been able to outcoach Doc Rivers. It seems like Nick Nurse has not been able to adjust to Tyrese Maxey and Fred VanVleet. It seems like Tyrese is taking on Freddie every time. He knows Freddie has a knee issue, and Freddie's just a step slower right now, and it's leading to him blowing by blowing by Freddie and getting to the rim whenever he wants. And honestly, like when you saw, you got to have Chris Boucher on the floor. And the last play where Joel Embiid got in a 3-point shot, like you could hear Robin Williams, I think his name is, Alvin Williams, sorry, saying it. You got to block the ball, man. You still had one guy on Joel Embiid. So why would you not send somebody on the ball to block it, possibly knock it off? There's zero point 0.9 seconds. Even if he touches it, it's gonna bounce, and by that time, it's a clock violation. So there were some little things that Nick Nurse could have done that would have given us an advantage in this game, possibly switching, like he did OG Anunoby onto Tyrese Maxey a little bit earlier, and just realizing, hey, maybe this is one guy that Freddie can't defend at this time. So that's my third key takeaway. The last key takeaway is, guys, whatever happens from here on, I am gonna love what we're gonna be able to do moving forward. We are one piece away, like we were when we won in 2019, and I think that piece is a center. And once we get that center, once we get Scotty Barnes back, we're missing him greatly as well. He was a very important factor in us to be able to defend on the offensive glass. But I'm encouraged, and nothing against Nick Nurse. I'm just saying those were one or two things that he didn't do well today, but he did a good job adjusting. He allowed for James Harden to try to beat us one-on-one type of situations. He didn't let other guys get it as much, and we were just beaten by, I guess, Joel Embiid. I would say so. He played like a star. Even if I'm gonna maintain it, I fucking hate that guy, and it was what it was, guys. And don't be disappointed. We still got 4 games left, maybe 1 game left, but I believe we can win four. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. The Raptors are our team. I'm not giving up on them. And I hope you guys don't. The crowd was damn good today. The crowd kept us in that damn game. And it's good to have basketball back for the Raptors. And the last thing, when the game was being called evenly, fucking Sixers were complaining like little bitches. So, you know, when if the first 2 games would have been fair, we would have won at least one or two of those. So it is what it is, guys. At this time, let's see what happens in the next game. I think it's on Saturday at 2 o'clock. I hope our young guys show up, um, and give it to their Sixers again. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Once again, I apologize. I'm still on my road trip for work for the video quality and the what's it called, the audio quality. And I apologize for admitting that Sixers were better than us today, not the first 2 fucking games, today. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys after the next game.